Anyway, I've cheated this morning because I've actually done what on my batter mix last night, which is here. If this works, you will then see a following reel how I smells pretty good. How I've made my batter mix. I've actually done it with buttermilk, not cream and milk. We're not using brioche because I don't have any brioche. We're using lovely baker's loaf. It's normal, bog standard, well not bog standard, baker's bog standard white loaf. Because the thickness of it and the density of it is quite good. If you've got no bread left over, or you have bought some bread from the bakery or somewhere, little trick, slice what you need in the morning and just leave it out for about an hour or so, and it'll just sort of get that sort of stale-ish feel to it. So I'm going to, what I've got on actually, I've just remembered, I'm going to take you over here. There we go. I've decided to attempt to make my own little fruit sort of sauce thing going on. Again, if this works, it's getting there. It does look like it's getting there. This works. That's going to be really nice over the French toast. So, going back, I'm just going to turn my timer off because that does tend to go on for a while. Right, must not let this burn. I just hope I put enough sugar in there because I've done it a bit of guesswork. All I'm going to do at the moment is because I want the pan to get nice and hot, and we're simply bread, bowl, nice and easy guys. Just put you down there a bit so you can see what I'm doing. There's your bread. We're just going to pour this mixture over, and I've also used custard in my mix, as well as some other bits and bobs. We're going to leave that for a couple of minutes soaking. Not too long, so I don't want it to go all floppy. But, there we go. I'm literally just going to pop that to the side while my pan heats up. Every now and then, I'm going to turn it over. Smells really good already. I'm really happy. I swear it's the vanilla I used. The vanilla I picked up from my local mirror market. Wow, it's got such a beautiful flavour. Alright, this is doing quite well. Oh, steamy glasses. Alright, let's get this pan on. Don't want it too high. I reckon around pancake temperature. I'm normally using, I normally use the same hot ring that I use for the pancakes on a higher heat. I don't think this will need as high a heat. I'm just going to turn the bread over and make sure it all gets nice and soaked. But as you see guys, look at this. This is looking really nice. I really don't know why I've not done this before. See? You get this nice, oh god, it'd just be easier if I just pick up the phone and show you. Here you go. See the things you can't do with a laptop. This. See, look. Oh. Just going to move that around. I just wanted something tasty for breakfast. Something different from pancakes. As you know, I do love my pancakes. I'm going to try and keep picking the, try not to move the bread too much, so I don't want it to break. Like that. Oh, there goes a bit already. This is why it's better if you use stale bread. But, as I said, if you don't have that available, if you just leave the bread out for a bit, we're going to test it with the broken bit first. And the good thing about this is you can just leave it, once it's done, just pop it in the, oh, there we go, there we are. mixing in nicely. Alright, stroke up. Right, yeah, I'm going to test it with the broken bits. Hi! Thank you for saying hi and thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm just going to rinse my hands off a minute. That was a bit slow me getting back and I do apologise. Right, all I've got in the pan. Whoop, let's turn this down a bit. It's getting a little bit too much. There we go, turn this down now. That's going to keep that on a sort of medium heat and let that do its magic. Sorry about that, guys. Right, we're going to see this work. What I've got in the pan here is literally a tablespoon of oil mixed with some butter, good old fashioned butter. I've got my oven on here. And we're going to test a piece of bread. As I said, I've not got it on as high as I would normally for pancakes, but we're going to see how we go. As I've got a broken piece in here, we're going to test it with that bit. Let's pull you a little bit closer so you can see. And again, guys, I don't know why I just didn't think of this. So, let's try a little bit of the broken bread first. And the bits that are together, I'm going to leave in there. There we are. And I'm just going to leave these bits in to soak in a bit more. Not too much. I'm actually going to turn this heat up a bit. I'm actually going to end up, putting it on the same heat as I do the pancakes. Right, I'm going to let those get a little brown. So you're looking at about, what, maybe 2-3 minutes aside that I do it. As I said, this is just a test. We'll see how these come out. At the moment, smelling great. So I'm happy with that. We'll go back to my made up sauce over here. And that is really starting to do what I need it to do. The good thing is about this sauce is you can have it hot or cold, it doesn't matter. Let's have a look and see how they're looking one side. And the good thing about this is you can make it up, have it the next day. Tell you what, I'm going to pour some of that off. You can have it the next day. You don't have to, you've got the sauce then done up. So the sauce can be normally the main thing that takes the longest. So let's just flip these over and see how we're going. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep that on the same heat. Yeah. But surprisingly enough, it actually is going to take the same heat normally what I do pancakes. I was just so scared I was going to burn it. Try not to do what I'm doing here, folding it in half and doing it. But it's not looking too bad. I'm hoping by the time I get to my ones that I want to fry with, they're going to look quite good. But admittedly, I just wanted to see how long they're going to cook. I'm going to put the lid on that and keep some of that heat in. Alright, they look atrocious at the moment because broken, but they smell fantastic. And if I can get the heat right on this, by the time that I get to my ones, they're going to taste pretty good as well. So I'm going to go with sticking with the same heat as I use for my pancakes. I really went for the slightly lower heat just in case. Thank you. Just in case I burnt it. But this is going quite well. The sauce is coming together gradually. I'm not going to blitz it because I actually want my berries whole. Oh, that's smelling like waffles. It's great. That's how I look. Yeah, definitely my time. Gonna definitely turn this up a little higher. Oh, I shouldn't be so scared of burning things. But I am glad I tested first. So hope you guys, next ones you'll see will look a lot better than these. But these are still edible, so I'm still going to enjoy them no matter what. I'm going to leave them in the rack in the oven and let them drain afterwards. But just for the smell, they've turned out alright. I'm happy. I'm going to keep playing with these. A, I'm hungry. And now I'm really curious. So I'm going to try, I've soaked these long enough. There we go. I'm going to get the rest of my bread out of my liquid because I think it's soaked long enough. Especially as the bread is actually, it's sort of half fresh because I actually had it frozen. So it's good to know that you don't have to be waiting for the bread to go off that long. And this is thickening up really nicely now. I'm loving the smell of this. It is reminding me of having pancakes. I'm gonna actually say, yeah, this works. The only thing I suggest is just maybe if you use a staler bread, it will come out a bit better. So I'm gonna actually keep that for tomorrow. I've made mine using buttermilk, as I said. I think it's better than using cream and butter, especially cream and milk, I mean. Especially if your milk in that is quite low. Let's give these another flip. But this is definitely something, I don't know why I've not done this before. Right, see, there goes my fear of burning. Oh, there we go, that's better. Yeah, I definitely think on a higher heat, less time, and I think I can get them cracked. See, just a bit burnt. Well, they're not really, well, yeah, it's only the butter. Let's turn this one over. See? There we go, oh. There we go, guys. They're actually looking not that bad. I thought they looked a bit burnt. But we'll just leave that side to do. I'm going to keep an normal sauce. I'm going to pop these in the oven. Yeah, it's nearly there. I've drained my next two pieces, so I'm looking forward to doing those. As I said, I'm going to decorate mine with some golden syrup, some of the fruit saucy compote thing that I've made up, and a dusting of some cinnamon icing sugar. What a great way to start the day. And to be honest, I've not been feeling too great lately, so this is cheering me up no end. A nice sweet treat for a Sunday start. Beginning of the month. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, look. There we go. I'm just going to get a plate and you can see me. Yeah, I'm happy. I think a little bit more concentration on what I'm doing. And we'll pop those in the oven. French toast. And I'll be back with you guys when I've done the next lot. I would like to say thank you for joining me. I'm going to get on with my breakfast. I'm really happy with good. Oh, really good. Tastes like pancakes. What a lovely difference to a Sunday start. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to know the real, what the ingredients I used and how I did my mix. I'm going to get on with my breakfast and hopefully I'll be coming back to you with some better results than what I got at the moment. Now I know what I'm doing. I'm just going to pop these in the oven to stay nice and toasty. And also, might throw them up a tiny little bit. I've actually got them on a rack inside the grill. There we go. And they can stay nice and warm. Well, I was debating on having breakfast outside, but the weather has gone a little bit, so I don't know if al fresco will be too good for me today. Alright. Oh, that's lovely. There we go. Alright, put that back in there, that in there. And as I can't do a blue Peter here, guys, I'm going to love and leave you. Normally I'd wipe the pan out before I do my next lot, but I like little burnt bits. What's wrong with a little bit of burnt butter? It all adds flavour. I'm going to give these a whirl and see how these come out. Hopefully a lot better than I attempted the first time. A bit of a whirl. As I said, we're doing this with oil and butter. And the oil will stop the butter from burning. About a tablespoon. And this time I'm going to let it get up to the heat that I let my pancakes get to. And go from there. And hopefully everything's going to turn out a-okay. So guys, I'd like to say thank you again for joining me. I really do appreciate you taking the time just to even click on it, even if it's for 30 seconds. I appreciate it. If you like my channel, please subscribe. It is free. It's not all cooking. There are some other bits and bobs on there that you may or may not find interesting. And if you don't, you know what not to do. Don't subscribe. So, as I said, guys, have a wonderful Sunday. I'm going to get back to this and I'll see where we go from there. I'm actually going to put these in using a bit more, here we go. This looks a bit better. I'm going to leave you with this. Oh, it really is like pancakes. Wonderful smell. Right, these look better already. Second time's a charm. But yeah, this would be my new breakfast for the morning. This is thickening up beautifully. If you're interested on how I made my sauce, really simple. DM, I'll quite happily give you the ingredient. Well, gave you how I made mine. It's probably not the correct way, but it's doing the job on what I want. So, as I said, I'm going to give those 2 minutes. I'm actually going to set a timer so I don't forget. And as I said, have a great Sunday, guys. And I hopefully will catch you soon. Take care. Bye.